You are tuning in to Bomb City Talk with Steven Rosas and comedian Skylar Potter.
Most appropriate time.
Oh, I can't seem to get away from my demons, keeping dreams at bay. My dreams at bay, my progress lacks. Oh, the pressure's building up.
Great microphones.
I should have muted it. I know that.
Please help me find a cure for this disease. No, this disease is killing me. Oh, I've never been so blinded by what I can't see.
Welcome to the Bomb City Talk, episode 28. Our views and opinions do not directly reflect our past or future views and opinions. We try not to, but often use adult language and talk about adult matters. That's a disclaimer, and we're your hosts, City Council candidate Steven Rosas and comedian Skylar Potter.
It might be episode 29.
It might be.
Yeah. That's why I didn't
know.
confirm it.
I'm behind again on,
I think we're fine. I don't know that people read the,
well, the
I don't.
descriptions, really?
I don't read
Are
descriptions.
only there for, like,
the sponsors.
that and like search, search engine optimization, so they can pick words out of our description, and if somebody's looking for that type of thing, they're like, oh, well, you might like this show.
Yeah, I get that. But other than the tags,
No.
I don't think there does much.
Nobody's looking at them.
Yeah, I don't. I just click the episode.
Oh, right.
I just if it's a new thing I've never seen, I still don't read it. I might read the first three. Me and my friend, fuck it, let's do it. Just check it out. They're friends.
Right.
I like friends.
Right.
I'm
As long as they're best friends.
I'm about having friends.
Yeah.
I have a few of them. So
I mean, everybody can relate to that. If you don't have friends, you want friends.
right.
So.
Oh, so what's been going on with you, man?
Not much,
friends,
Yeah, just a bunch of friends.
That's all I've been watching. Is friend. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, you're on a friends kick now? This is new.
No, dude.
This is new.
We own my girlfriend.
seasons?
Yeah, we have every season. So I refuse to watch it while we have internet. If our internet goes out, at some point we're watching Friends. So I don't need it.
Oh, yeah.
With internet.
You better not. Yeah.
Same thing with I usually don't watch Eastbound and Down. I love that show, but I reserve it for when I don't have internet.
Okay. All right.
So watching it with internet feels like I feel like, oh, fuck, I don't have internet. Like I just feel bummed out.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a show I watch when I'm at a 10.
Yeah.
I'm usually feeling pretty shitty because I'm like, I could be doing podcasts or playing games, doing something.
Good old Kenny Powers, though.
But yeah, instead I'm watching him. But remember the part where he gets mad and he's like, "I'm not gonna lower my voice because that'll mean I lost the fight. I love you both very much. If you leave a key under the mat, I'll be home later." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like,
I saw.
He's all, sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you, kid, but you did piss me off. He's all just like talking shit. I love that dude.
Yeah, Kenny Powers.
What do I know? Well, I know one of us used to have our own fashion stylist, and one of us shoplifts our stuff from Fashion Bug. That's what I know. I love you,
He's like
sweetheart,
so good.
but you got clothes like a fucking dickhead.
He's so good at being like an asshole, but not like an overconfident asshole. Like
What the hell you
you're
doing leaning on that wall trying to creep on me? Yeah. That one point, he's all, I can tell by the look on your face, you didn't think people in Mexico had money. He's all,
right.
He's all, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, like the way he just talked.
Yeah.
He's all, what did it take to buy this place? A couple donkeys. He's all, that's racism. I love the racism, bro. Yeah, I've watched that show so many times, bro. Probably like 7 or 8 times all the way through.
Wow.
Yeah. My favorite seasons I don't know if most people haven't watched it. I've noticed season 4. Have you watched it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's not he just he's a family man, and he's like, I want to be famous.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I mean? That's how every season, I want to be famous.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
he doesn't go for sports. He goes for sports TV, and dude, it's a great season. I love it so much.
I might have to rewatch it because I watched 1 and 2. And
3's great too.
Yeah. I think the thing is I was watching it on like my Showtime account, and then I was like, screw Showtime. I can't pay for it, And so
I fucked up and got the Showtime thing too, so I could watch what's that one with Shameless?
Yeah, Shameless.
Yeah.
I've heard that one's good too. I've never seen that.
It's really good when you first start it. I loved it, like the first
Yeah.
couple seasons. But then you're like, it's the same. It's like House. Have you ever watched House?
Yeah.
It's
like the same shit.
it's every episode is the same.
Them looking for their drunk
This
dad.
this is exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, exactly. No,
well,
this
that's
is
what I thought.
it's not like that, but kind of at the beginning it is. That's when it's fun.
Yeah.
It just gets so wacky. Dude.
Yeah.
It's so wacky. You have to be pretty open minded to watch it too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's because you're gonna see some shit that you're like, I don't want to see that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you're like, but it's on TV.
Yeah, might as well.
Turns out it's okay, I guess, for me to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I've seen like one episode, and really like everybody's like, "Oh, you should see it. They're like normal people." I'm like, exactly. Like, why do you want to watch a show about normal people?
well. See, House that's what I was saying. It's every episode there's gonna be a person who's like doing the normal day, and then something happens,
Yeah,
right? And then they're
yeah.
sick, and then House shows up, and they're like, "We don't know what's going on." And he's like, "I don't know what's going on." And then he's gonna be like, "This is it." Obviously, he's gonna
Yeah.
treat them. It's not gonna work. And then he's gonna be talking to somebody. They're
And
gonna be
it's like,
talking.
"No, this
they're gonna
is
no.
it."
They're gonna be in an argument.
Yeah.
Or of sort every time they're
Yeah.
like in an argument, or someone's trying to open up to him, and he just gives him like a blank look and just walks away, and then he solved it. And and then they give you they sprinkle in a couple where they don't make it.
Well, that's the thing. Is like,
To, like,
that's,
whoa,
how,
is it-
that-
it's
that's
doctors.
how he's lovable. Is they're like, he's an asshole, yeah, but he saves everybody.
Now he's gonna eat a pill and then be like,
Yeah.
"This is it."
Yeah.
He's a pillhead.
Yeah.
I thought it was an awesome show until one day I was just sitting there and I was
watched the
like,
whole damn thing. I watched until him and old Harry drove off into the sunset together.
"Dude, see, I haven't finished it."
That was-
I usually quit around the episode where he amputates that dude's leg when the girl's leg when the building falls on her.
Oh, I remember
That's
that.
like that.
one.
That's usually around where I teeter.
Yeah.
I'm like, all
Yeah.
right.
Well, it gets rough to watch.
I'm pretty.
after
That's like jumping the shark. Like,
It's
what
still
else
like-
are you gonna do?
like well, still, it's like after that part, he kind of like just spirals.
Yeah.
So I mean,
cut
you
off a
really-
leg, dude.
Yeah,
It's-
really.
people from Vietnam aren't normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really. After that point, he's just pretty much spiraling. It's just showing how like he's losing everything in his life, and so it's a rough last season. I'm still not over it.
Yeah. Dude, there
But speaking of like watching normal people, like I get so mad about that. I watch like 90s videos, you know,
Yeah.
90s, and you see like Christy Alley and stuff like that, and you see like the stuff they were. I was like, what are they trying to portray with this? And don't like, I'm not like fat shaming or like regular person shaming. I'm just saying like, why would I watch a movie about normal people?
I don't know. I
don't
like
want to
that.
feel. I don't want to feel like I could do the job.
Oh, I love Tommy Boy.
See, well, I mean that's different though.
No, it's not. That's
That-
normal.
because
dudes.
it's not different. It's not normal. Because Tommy Boy, like that whole scenario, it's not normal. You know what I
Well,
mean?
what are you
It's
talking
like-
about? Normal, like ice road truckers. Like I get mad when my friends are like, have you watched this show where people work? It's like no. Well, I fucking hate working. Why would I?
Somebody said, what was I watching? Parks and Rec, and Ben is talking about how like being an accountant or something like that, and one
Is
of
it
his-
John Raffio when he's all, you're the accountant for the accountings? Like,
Yeah, something like that. But he was like, and then Aziz Ansari is like, that's the most boring job ever. He's like, you want to be boring? He's like, it's not boring. He's like, seriously, A&E will make a series about any job that has any sort of interest, and they haven't made one about accounting. And he was like, fair enough.
dude, I love like whenever he makes the cones of Dunshire. Have you seen that episode?
That was a good episode.
He's all, I'm depressed. The one before that where he's depressed is he makes the claymation video. And he thinks it's gonna be. He's like, I compared it to Avatar, Chris, and it's like 8 seconds long.
He's like, little did I know
It's like one of the best lines. I compared, just that panic.
Yelling out into the.
Dude, he played a great douchebag in Step Brothers.
Yeah, like a totally different. Like I feel like that was way out of his like actual character set. Was that it was so good.
Punch me in the fucking face.
He's like, you see these?
Yeah.
You see these?
I
He's like, I haven't eaten a single carb since 9/11 or something.
Yeah.
You're
Dude, I
like,
was
what?
watching Will Ferrell on The Office the other day, And he's talking about how he's all like, I'm bad at public speaking. We're like, no. He's like, Michael Scott's making him go up there.
Oh,
He's like, no, it's like riffing back and forth. And he's like, I'll say something and then you say something. And then Michael's like, so, and he's like, so he's like, I need this because I'm always losing my car keys or something like that. And then he's like, D'Angelo lost a bunch of weight. I'm always losing my car keys. And then D'Angelo's like, yep. Where were you when 9/11 happened? Dude, that shit made me laugh so hard, bro.
Trying to riff back and forth.
Yeah.
Where were you during that? It's like, no, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, that was so funny, bro.
I love like
little shit like that. I love little fucking things like Bo Burnham. He was talking about he's doing this song called The Klan Cookout. And he's all basically making fun of racist people. He's like, I miss my wife / sister. She brightened up my day. She went away and I missed her because my mom's a lousy lay, right? But at one point he's making fun of Catholic people. And he's all like, and all you goddamn dirty Catholics can Catholic my balls. And like, I laughed uncontrollably for like, I was at work trying to tell people and they're like, you can't talk about, what are you doing? Why are you saying these things?
Right.
Dave's Catholic, right? Like, stop. Like, I'm like, no, it's fine. He's trying to be funny. Like,
It's wordplay.
Yeah.
It's wordplay. You get it? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like nobody gets wordplay.
I don't hate Catholics. I don't know enough about them. Listen.
Listen. Like, as long as they don't hit on me, I don't care.
Dude, literally the only thing I know, like, I don't know anything about Catholicism, dude. I don't know. I the only thing I know about Catholicism is that priests can be creepy. That's it. And like
Yeah,
that, I should know more. I should
pretty
be.
messed up.
I can't make
Well,
a full blown judgment off of an entire religion, off of that. Now, the amount of times it's happened, I feel like I'm open. Like,
Yeah.
I can probably make my judgment now.
Yeah.
But if it was just like a weird rumor,
yeah.
not like a relocation
Like a
program,
well-known fact.
Yeah.
Like a well-known fact.
We built a wall around our city. That's creepy, man. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Didn't Trump do that? Say that once? He was like, "Look at the Vatican. They got a wall." It's like,
I think so.
dude, that's not a good.
that's not a good
example, man. You could have said so many better things. Look at China.
Well, well, we were talking shit last time about wind turbine cancer. Like, I still can't get over that shit. I was thinking, my cousin posted something today. He was like, I hope everybody's okay from the wind chime. From all
From
the wind,
yesterday, yeah.
from all the wind, and hope nobody has a secondhand wind chime cancer. What are you doing? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna chill here then, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the sponsors. What? All right, we're gonna start out with intro music by Beat Bodega from Burden, as usual.
This is the international
Yeah.
sign. Like, I don't know if you know this.
You keep going.
In every
keep going.
single
Yeah, well,
language.
you
This
can't-
is the just keep it going, man.
Keep it going. Yeah,
I'll be right.
I was. You
They
always
can't hear
do that,
me,
though?
but I'm circling my
No,
finger
you
in the
always
air
do
with
that.
eye contact.
You always do that, like right when I'm about to like end my point.
All you gotta do is be like, anyway.
Anyway,
You could have jumped into plugs with like
I
without
know, I
going.
know.
So what you doing?
Well, I like that better though. It's
I was grabbing my
It's
cigarette.
like exactly what you're talking about. I was like, we're friends. We're hanging out. What you doing, bro?
Wait! You know we're recording, right?
I get.
Where you going?
I'm done talking. Do you have a rebuttal for me?
You don't want to talk? Are you done?
What's your pitch? Should I leave?
Is it over? Are we done already?
Should I do the plugs or
We're
should I
doing-
do the outro?
We're doing 13-minute podcast now, huh? Is that what we're doing? I figured you just keep going. I didn't want to have to.
I honestly, every time you do that, like I said, you're at the end, and then that just kind of like
You're like a stepdad who's
done.
so mad. Like I'm like the stepdad who's mad because my stepson just can't catch a baseball.
Yeah.
Like he just can't. I've given him every opportunity to catch his fucking baseball. Like,
It's true though.
I bought a softball. I bought
I
him a bigger glove.
Right,
I
you
taught
bought
him
a
play.
bigger glove.
I taught him play calls.
You're trying to teach him like hand-eye coordination.
And
Like,
my car has so many fucking dents in it.
from you just chunking the ball at your truck. Why are we talking about a baby boomer dad?
Uh,
You're just chunking the
Yeah,
ball at
who
his
plays,
truck.
Who plays catch anymore? No dads out there playing catch. I deliver pizzas. I don't ever see a fucking family playing catch.
You know what? in my entire life, I've never seen a family play catch. Well, every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, there's like that one, and you could
But
tell.
this is like on
it's the
Thanksgiving.
dad. It's the dad who wanted to do it. It's every fucking time.
You know what?
They just washed the car. He's like, let's play. It's what we used to do. He's like, yeah, but Fortnite didn't exist then, Dad.
Right.
Let me go back. Or Brian, he's a stepdad. Brian, leave me the fuck alone.
Brian, we're not playing goddamn
Dude,
baseball.
I said you could marry my mom. That should be enough. Like, fucking, I'm gonna go back to my room.
Right.
You asked me first. I thought it was cool.
I
You
don't
seemed
even
cool
like
at the time.
baseball. I don't even like baseball. You used to take me to Red Lobster all the time. I thought you was cool.
Yeah. What happened to
What happened
taking
to
me
Red
to
Lobster?
movies after fucking bedtime? You remember that shit?
Remember that?
Making my mom like convince her it's cool to let him stay up till 11. Now at 9 you lowered it. It was 9:30.
It was 9:30. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
That came from too close, huh? Like that
Yeah.
seemed too real. Does that seem too real?
No, we went down a rabbit hole. We both just start crying.
Yeah, we both just started like it was rough on you too. Fuck you for everything. Yeah, start using their real fucking names. And then now you're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm fucking done. Like, you're like,
I'm done with this shit. I love that. All right. Well, maybe we should do plugs now
All right,
since I
yeah.
started them.
all right.
I
To
already
every
said
dad
people
out
that-
there
Yeah, to
that
every
loves
dad.
to play catch. you know.
Yeah. I mean,
He'll catch that ball one day. He'll
Act-
catch that ball. You just keep throwing it.
Yeah, and as a stepdad, and you're about to roll me out. You're like, all right, I gotta go.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna go.
Take another. Go through it again. No, but as a stepdad, it's hard work.
Oh yeah,
It's hard work.
I
You
can
know?
only imagine.
But still.
You're like, I guess you're like, I'm definitely stopping by Academy and getting some gloves on my way home.
Oh no, fuck that, dude. I make sure the bikes work. That's
Bike rides.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's way, but yeah.
You make sure the bikes work because my stepson, he doesn't want to hang out with me. You know what I mean? Like
Nah,
he doesn't
but-
want to be my friend.
But he wants to race
But or he wants to get away from the house for a little bit.
you. Yeah.
And you're like, hey, bro, take your bike. Even if you're mad, you're like, bro, take a bike ride. And like seriously, like he's like, takes off and cool.
That's such a there's such a weird feel. Like it's something I don't understand because I'm not a parent. The being so angry at your child, but you love them, so you don't want to be mean to them. But you're like, you just gotta. I'm gonna fight you if you.
Well,
don't
no, yeah,
leave.
that's how it
like
gets
you're a
sometimes,
real.
man.
People are people. People have it like.
Well,
you know?
I mean, and you hate to say it, but like anybody like really below the age of like 24, 25, even 28
Yeah.
are kind of just dumb.
Oh,
You
dude,
know,
I've been dealing
like,
with this.
to a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Oh, dude, not like.
I mean, but can you imagine like 13 years old? Like, first of all, 13 years old, you have such a perspective that you're like,
You know everything.
Yeah, you know everything. You're the only person that exists.
Yeah.
To you, and so
Dude,
so
the
you're just
world, everything revolves around your thoughts at 13.
right, and so you're just a major dick at that point. And, like, seriously, and like you're just selfish, and if you have parents that don't beat the shit out of you, like they try to talk and like reason with you, then my stepson, he's pretty woke because I tell him about what I think and about certain things, but we try not to hit, and so he starts cursing, like, you know what I mean, like talking like an adult to you, and you're like, bro, you want to fight?
Oh yeah, dude.
And like,
oh man,
my gosh,
I've
that's
seen
when
it.
I get hot, bro.
I've seen my aunt is probably the scariest person I've ever met in my life. It's the one that I think I was telling you about it,
Yeah.
when she called the cops and was like,
I
this
think
kid
so.
kept calling and threatening me, and then he threatened her, and then she called the cops and was like, reported it, and they're like, you have to file a police report. She's like, no, you're not understanding me. Like, I'm calling you to tell you about this when there's a dead kid in my front yard. You already have a report on it. And they're
Right.
like, and they said, yes, ma'am. Like, she's this scary. And her son, dude, I lived with them for a little while. I got kicked out when I was 15. I lived with them, and her and her son were like he had like ADD real bad, and he had to take like medicine to calm him down. Like, he got real fucking rep. Like, when he got on a 10, like, he was like unstoppable. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
And but it went both ways. Like, he would also go from really happy to fucking really mad, like, fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
and so they were like wrestling and having a good time one day. And I guess he hadn't taken his meds, And she was like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. And it turned into a really big fight, like a really big fight. And we were sitting in the living room. And he comes out there, and I can tell, like, he's about to do something ballsy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can see it on his face.
Oh, dude, you can see, like, him contemplating it, but he's already, like, talked himself.
Look in your
and
eye.
then he fucking puts he has a handful of quarters, and he starts throwing them right at my aunt. I'm trying not to say the names. One at a time, as hard as he can, bro. And he plays, like, football. He's, like, sick. You know, he's a big fucking dude. Like, easily fuck me up any second. Like,
right.
Like, he'd hand my ass to me every day of the week.
Yeah.
And, like, dude, full blown. They called him. I can't say his name. He had the sack, like, in his name because it rhymed. Like, because he when they would announce him like blank the sack blank blank.
Yeah.
Because he would always get sacks and fucking like, he was fast. He's a big dude. And dude, he throws like 6 of these and like they're like literally like bullets in a movie, like outlining her head. Boom, and they're sticking in the wall, dude. And, like, I'm scared now. I'm like, you're going to die, dude. She's going to kill you. And, dude, as soon as he's out of change, she goes, you done? And he was, like, just standing there. Like, I could,
he's like, come on, bring it.
No,
bring
dude,
it.
she stood up, and I was like, it's a fight. Like, this is
Let's
no longer discipline. This is, like, a real fight.
Right.
Dude, it was one of the craziest things. She fucked him up. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
that's
But
the thing.
but now he's a responsible human being.
Yeah.
And, like, he knows now how to control his anger.
Yeah.
Dude, if she just let him get away with that, like, you're going in the corner now. Like, dude, no way he would ever. He'd be a serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First off, he's throwing 90-mile-an-hour quarters, dude. Who does that?
I came back from the Alpine trip, and I told you about how
It's one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
One more thing about her, who I just
go ahead.
remembered. We were about to go skiing one day because we always went skiing in the winter. We stayed at her house because we'd leave at like 5 in the morning.
Right.
He was like kicking me out of the bed, like because we had to sleep in the same bed. We're real young. We're like fucking maybe 10, maybe probably like 8.
Yeah.
And he keeps kicking me out of the bed, and he had the door open, and they had like a little hallway, bathroom, another room, and then their room was on the other side. You had to go all the way around to get like, dude.
Right.
He's like telling me, he's like, I don't even want to go on this fucking ski trip, yada yada yada, and he like pushed me, and she came out of the shadow, out of the corner. We don't know how she fucking got there, dog. She like, I was convinced they had like a portal to that corner. Like she came out of it, grabbed him, and shut the door behind. So now I'm just in the hallway alone, and all of a sudden, all I know is I got the bed alone, and this fool is sleeping on the floor. Like, dude, it was crazy. She was insane. I love her so much.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
She'll teach you how to be a man. She'll teach you not to be scared of an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be that way. You got to be that way because they will. They
She owned her own heating and air conditioning company.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Her toys were motorcycles, like dirt bikes and boats.
Hell yeah.
My uncle hated it. Every Christmas, he was like, "Oh, you got her jewelry? Yeah, I had to buy her a bass boat. All right, like you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, well, you bought that. I'm paying off a boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. She's dope, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
You have to. You have to be.
You have to be. Well, okay. Because here's
I'm
the thing.
glad I got my ass whooped.
I look at this as like sort of animal behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a
Like,
lion doesn't send a cub to the fucking timeout.
Yeah, when at that age, that is like you're testing your adulthood, you're testing the powers that be, you know, and if you don't put them down or make them like show them like, hey, which I say put them down, people are gonna be like, oh, abuse,
No,
but no,
you
like
stop them in the tracks.
Yeah, you
As
stop
soon as
that
it starts
shit.
getting
Like, you don't let yourself be.
You would never let
disrespected,
an
but-
adult red line on you like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to teach them that it's not like, first off, family is one thing.
Yeah.
And like you get away with a lot more with family. Me and my mom used to fight, dude.
Yeah.
And it's probably because like we were really close. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like all I have is my mom. But we used to fight, man.
Right.
Like really, not like fist fight. Like I would never.
Right, yeah.
I never told my mom I hated her. That was
Right.
very important to me. I knew from a very early age that was just over the line.
Right.
I don't hate her.
Right.
You know, I love my mom, so I would never say I hate her.
Right.
And then I never called her a bitch,
Right.
which was very important to me too, because I watched my friends do it. Bitch to their mom.
Yeah, I remember.
I fought my friend one time because he pushed his mom, and like
shit.
he pushed her, like, and I was like not around, like that's
Yeah.
not like I didn't even realize I reacted, like
Yeah.
I was just all of a sudden on top of him, like
Yeah.
you don't fucking do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just same kid threw a lamp on his birthday, and I put him in a closet in front of his mom, and she said thank you because this kid was just wild. He would just fight his mom. I fucking kicked his ass, put him in the. And what's fucked up is like she thought I was standing up for her, and like on a level I was like 20%. I was standing up. The 80% I wanted to go to Wonderland, and he was about to fuck that up. That's where we were about to go. You know what I'm saying? And so I just fucking, I was like, not to do. I was like, yeah, I've been planning Wonderland
you go
all
ruin
day.
Wonderland for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Not in my hood.
Yeah.
Not on your birthday.
Yeah. I swear to God, that's how I felt. I was like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
I go to Wonderland on my birthday, bro?
I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday.
Right, I don't.
You invited me to Wonderland. We're going. We're going.
I'm not sitting in your living room all day while
I'm
you
not
sit in
your
the
little
closet.
bitch mood. Fuck this up for me.
Right.
She did though. Her, because he lived with his grandma.
Right.
And every time his mom would show up, he would like fight her. I just didn't understand. And then he would fight his grandma too. And like, yeah. But I remember like I put him in a closet like 3 different times.
That's so funny.
Just because they had a closet in the living room. I would just fucking like.
Right. You're going back in the closet, bro.
Yeah, I would just like smack him around and then fucking grab him, throw him in the closet, and then close him in there and be like, "You need to calm the fuck down." And like every time, like his family was like, "Thank you." Like,
right.
Yeah, it was a wild kid, dude.
Oh my god, I love it. Where were we at?
I don't know.
Oh, we
Standing
started
up for yourself. I
Yeah,
guess,
we
huh?
started talking about sponsors, and then we went on how kids are shit.
Well, no, they're not shit. It's just
Well,
the older
I mean-
I get, the more I realize like they're like little.
You know what's fucked up? Though?
They're just little people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're not like kids.
They
The
need to
wrong
be
word.
taught.
Like we look at it
yeah.
as a baby, a kid.
Well, no. Well, like I'm talking about like 13 around there because like kids, like yeah, but they can be. It
But, like,
depends on how they're
Once
taught.
they're 13, they're like little people, adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they have like strength and
But the thing is like if you don't teach your kids early, you know, and often, they end up acting like that when they're adults.
you think that kid that says yes ma'am, no ma'am, and helps people at the grocery store, you think that motherfucker hadn't been lit up once?
Oh yeah.
No, he's been lit up.
Yeah.
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 And he had to mow the lawn at like I had to dig a hole. Like my shit was overboard. That's probably why I'm so weird. Like there's a line. You can't go too far. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta. And nobody knows the line. Because
Right.
everybody's different. You don't know what's going to mentally fuck them forever.
Right.
I can tell you this.
Well,
Digging a hole at midnight, waking a kid up to dig a hole at midnight, and then fill it back up before he can go to bed, that's a little over the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a smidgen, probably. I don't know how far over, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is unusual.
I had to do it like 4 times until I learned to use the chain. We had a chain link fence lining the picket fence.
Yeah.
And I would just slide my flashlight into the chain link fence, and I could knock that shit out. And I've dug the hole like I said, like, because that was just at night. Like I had to dig holes all the time, and it was always in this one spot.
Right.
So the dirt was loose by this point. Dude, I just slide that flashlight in, knock it out, and then
I'll go back to bed.
dude, yeah. And then like it got to a point to where I was almost like he knew I was ready for it, so I just could do it so fast. He was
Right.
like, why even, like, fuck it. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm
Right.
gonna find a new. He shaved my head once. I had hair like not quite as long as I have now, and my mom is a hairdresser. She had gone out of town to do like every year they have like code updates for hairdressers. She went to
Right,
a fucking thing to go learn the new codes, and yeah, like my teacher had emailed my stepdad that I said something in class that I didn't even say. My friend Lance said it. We both got sent to the principal's office. But okay, what happened was. It was fucked up, but I don't think it was too bad. Like, I didn't know, we were in Spanish class, and I don't know any Spanish. And so we're doing board races where she writes a word, and we have to write the definition out. And I don't know any of the words. So me and Lance, at the same time, for some reason, she called us both up there. We had the same idea. We'll just write horrible things. Like, it means to shit your pants or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just and stuff like that. But I wasn't using curse words. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like to fall down. And
Yeah.
like, no, that's white. You know, that's what it means. And but he said something like he wrote something like to die or something like that, and she got real mad. And then he called her a bitch. We both got sent to the office. She emailed my dad saying that I called her a bitch, my stepdad, and he shaved my fucking head, like him and his brother, because his brother lived with us at the time. My mom was out of town. Do straight up fucking like cut all my hair off, and then went through with a buzz razor or whatever with no guard, and took it down to the scalp. So I left school on Friday with hair like I have now, and then came back looking like Walter White. bro. Like my girlfriend broke up with me and shit.
Oh my God,
was,
bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then my mom came home and was like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know what I mean? So I have
right?
pretty hair. Like, it's fucking
Right?
super straight. And so my mom was pissed because she was loved showing her clients my hair. You know, she's a hairdresser. She was fucking proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts, dude.
God damn. Well, that's the thing, man. Like, I talk about, which I'm sure there are still fucking dudes doing shit like that, like to their stepsons, because it's.
It felt like a competition. It felt like I got grounded and shit so much, and I felt like it's because he knew my mom would never love him as much as she loved me. And it really felt like he was taking that shit out on me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And, dude, I didn't – half the time – like, dude, we quit putting up Christmas lights because every year I had to put up all the icicle lights. And this dude's, like, OCD. And so if the wire, like, sagged at all, I'd have to rip them all down and put them all back up. And so basically it turned into me putting these lights up all day, like on a Saturday, like from 8 a.m. till it got dark. I'd just spend my whole Saturday putting these lights up, and we'd usually get into a fight, so I'd usually get grounded, right?
Right.
I got grounded for everything.
No, yeah, same here.
And, dude, one day I saw him stringing out the lights in the driveway, and, dude, my mom saw me, and I was looking at the window, and I just broke into tears. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I've been ungrounded for like 3 days." And she was like, "What is?" I was like, "We're about to put up Christmas lights." She was like, "So?" And I was like, "That means I have to put up Christmas lights, and I'm going to be grounded by the end of the fucking day." And I just stormed off, crying. And we never put up Christmas lights at our house again. Because my mom was like, it fucking ruined Christmas for him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, every birthday, my gift from this dude was to be ungrounded. Because I was always grounded.
Right.
Always.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude.
God damn. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I think a lot of my childhood's blocked out. So
yeah, I'm getting a lot of it right now. I remember one time I told this kid, this like 4-year-old, she couldn't even been that old. I was trying to do a kickflip in the front yard, and my little cousin walks up, and she's just learning how to talk.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, she's putting full sentences together, but
right.
she's getting a mouth on her finally, and I biff like 3 of these kickflips, and she's talking shit. She's like, "You suck, you suck, you suck." I'm trying. I keep biffing them. And then finally she got to me, dude. I didn't land one. Boom. "You suck." And I was like, "No, you suck." Right? And every adult had just walked outside.
No, you suck.
And I like yelled it into this fucking. I had to lean over to yell it into a child's face. Like I was like fucking like 11. Grounded.
Grounded immediately.
Immediately grounded. Yeah.
That's so.
Me and my buddy who couldn't control, like, let's say like that threw the quarters and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody from Groover.
Yeah, it's
Probably like, "Hey, you want to buy some insurance? You want to talk about that car insurance?" You know what I mean? Like,
right. Your car's almost out of warranty.
yeah. Like, first off, I'm homeless. Like,
First off, I'm homeless. First off, my car is my home, so I don't have any money for your warranties.
so do you remember being a kid and realizing the line, and then you're like, if we stop right now, we got away with it. No one gets in trouble. We all had fun. And then your friend would immediately do something that's like, all right, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
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 So we were scaring, me and that dude that threw the quarters, we were scaring my little cousin Tristan. And like Scream had just come out. So we had like I had a Scream mask. And we were scaring him with it, right? And he runs out, and I was like, fuck, I know he's telling on us. So I go outside to where all the adults are on our back patio to like try to talk our way out of it. Like, nah, we were just kidding, just joking around. And he's in his mom's arms crying, right? And she's sitting right next to the door. And as I'm like, nah, we're just joking around, my cousin comes out with the Scream mask on. And while this kid is in his mom's arms crying, gets into his face and was like, "Rah!" And this kid just starts screaming, fucking tears. Every adult's like, what the fuck?
You know what?
Dude, in that moment, I've never been like, there's no, yeah, I was
we
like,
were almost in the clear,
what
man.
the fuck, man? But yeah, dude, like arms up, like face, mask to face, dude. And this kid's just crying.
Right
his
in
mom
front
is
of his
holding,
mother.
dude, he's in his mom's arms. Yeah, and then we had to convince him. I was like, it's the one from Scary Movie. What the? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I literally took a red piece of paper and crinkled it and put it right there like it was the tongue, and showed him. I was like, dude, it's just because he was like 7. Dude, he was. His little sister's the one I was like, no, you suck. Like I'm just, yeah.
You'll just ruin their whole family that day.
That was a different day.
Oh, that's a different day.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that was like that happened way before I told the kid. She was like 1 right then.
That's so
Dude, I felt,
you suck.
dude. The worst part was just seeing my cousin lurched over my other cousin, him screaming in his mom's arms, and like his mom's looking at me like, "You just said y'all weren't fucking with my kid." You know what I mean? Like that's what her eyes are saying, and I'm like, I just tried to stop it. Like I thought we were done.
My bad. I love that though.
Yeah. All right, we can do sponsors now.
Yeah, you do yours.
Whatever. You know, we got
Whatever.
Spitefully Spicy over
Yeah,
here.
there you go.
They got this new one called Oh Wow Damn. It's my favorite.
I saw that one. I saw that.
It's so spicy.
What's it taste like?
So it's like his take on a Tabasco.
Okay.
Okay, so it's vinegary. It doesn't taste like Tabasco, but it kind of does. It tastes a lot. It's just like, I mean,
Sort of like
it
one
has
of those
some
like
Carolina
Cholula
Reapers.
and-
It has some. I think it has some ghost pepper in there. It's spicy.
Okay, so that would be like a sort of like a almost like a wing type sauce.
Yeah, I tried putting it in macaroni last night, and I hate
No.
myself today. So
No, not in my. Not
yeah,
in-
it's more of like.
It sounds like a wing type sauce, or maybe even Asian, like a Asian.
I think
like
it would
a
go
little
really
spicy,
good
like
with some
Asian-
rice or some like noodles. Yeah, Asian would be really
Yeah.
a good call for that. Yeah.
some pho.
Yeah, I've never had pho.
You've never had pho,
No,
dude? Okay,
I never gave a pho.
I'm
about
one of
pho.
those. I'm one of those people now. But no, I haven't had none. But I haven't had any. But I've heard just everybody's. Oh, you gotta have some fun. You gotta have some fun. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Tried it, bro, and I went to what is it, Boulevard and Cafe down. It's way down Eastern, but when I first went in, they were like, "Yeah, we cooked that stuff overnight for 8 hours," and I was like, "Shit!" I was like, "Hook me up." Anything that like takes over, I don't know why.
But it's true. Anything that takes that long is good.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why. I just like hook me up, you know. And they've got different kind of meats, meatballs, and all kinds of stuff. But I usually get the combo now. And oh man, like some of the best like soup,
I tried ramen for the first time. Like I went to
like real ramen.
yeah, I went
Yeah.
to what's that one on 34th? Ichiban.
Ooh yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good. I
Yeah.
mean, if I'm gonna have ramen though, honestly, like there's more flavor in a top ramen
yeah,
than there is in real ramen.
right,
It's
right.
really fucking bland.
Yeah.
It's very bland. And I was really disappointed with that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like, it looks like it's
Well,
packed with flavor.
I
Like,
mean,
so
also,
many colors.
You know,
and-
also depends on where you go. You know, if,
I'm sure.
because Austin.
But I also have to be picky. I'm not going to eat weird shit.
true,
Like, you know, and I don't want the egg in there.
true.
So I'm removing elements. Like, I only want beef or chicken. Like,
Oh,
I
there you
don't
go.
want fish. I don't need anything
Well,
weird.
the pho is like I think only pork or beef.
So yeah, I don't want
You don't- you
shrimp.
don't
I
eat
don't
pork?
want fucking. Pork's okay.
Yeah, see, they don't do all that. It's mostly like vegetable, and then like a shit ton of meat.
I love pork chops,
yeah. It's. I mean,
but like pork tacos and stuff is.
yeah, it's not like that. It's more like
it feels like
it's-
really cheap pork whenever you eat like
yeah.
pork tacos and
Yeah.
stuff. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
no, it's not like
taste-
that. It's like I said, they cook the stuff for at least overnight, man.
Yeah.
It tastes really good.
I can imagine.
Anyways, what we're we were talking about Spitefully Spicy.
Oh yeah, Spitefully Spicy. You guys go check him out on Instagram. He's my
Yeah,
boy. He's
yeah.
been getting some follows. Man, help us out, man. Go check him out, Spitefully Spicy. And then we got NoThirdLane.com. I think their website's still down. I don't know, but they help us out with all of our clothing needs. So
Yeah.
That being said, if you guys want any Yellow City Comedy t-shirts, reach out to me or Steven, and we
Yeah.
can definitely help you out in that area.
Definitely.
And then we got dragstotubes.com.
Oh yeah, dragstotubes.com. You haven't gotten another box yet, have you?
No, I have not, but you guys can go down to the Green Gorilla and get yourself one.
Yeah.
I could do that as well, but I just don't. I'm
Yeah.
in an area right now where I don't need any cigarette tubes. I rolled all my other ones, so I got plenty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you got cigarettes sitting for
cigarettes
days
on
now.
cigarettes on cigarettes on cigarettes.
Oh yeah, all right. That's it. What else do we have to talk about? We were talking about Metalocalypse before we got started.
Well, hold on. Before we get there,
What?
has Trump done anything stupid?
Since
the
wind turbines, man. I haven't.
I need to have a weekly talk about him because I just need to be like.
You see, like what?
I don't
what it is.
understand how people are on his side. I feel like, okay, let me try to. Okay, you know the way Americans watch soccer to feel better than other people
Yeah.
and just to be different. Like
Yeah.
they almost do it because they think it's cool
Well,
and
you
they
know-
think it's different. They think it makes them. This is a bad example, but this is the only one I have. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how some people view Trump. They're like, well, yeah, like it's
Well,
it's,
like Browns.
we're the outcast. We're the underdog. We're the
Like
we're-
Browns fans.
Yeah, but that makes sense more because you may have been born there.
Yeah, true. So like a Browns fan in Texas.
That was born here,
Yeah, that was.
and
boring.
like, but their
has
dad
no connection.
and their dad is like for some reason anti-Browns as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I don't know what happened. Like their dad loves monster trucks and this dude doesn't, so he likes the Browns now. You know, like I
Yeah,
don't understand the logic behind
yeah.
liking it. Like, there's got to be something out there. Like the way that people liked Napoleon Dynamite, the way that people, ironically, I think it's an ironic thing. They like him ironically.
No.
They think it's cool. To,
Well, like one of the
they think they know that people view them as
taboo.
yeah. Maybe there's really.
Well, you know, honestly, like I think it is. I think
I
it's
think
a
we'd
little,
have to
it's
invent a
mixture.
term to really nail what it is.
I think it's a mixture of all that. It's like some people are doing it just because like it pisses people off. You
Yeah.
know, it offends them and they like whatever. Some people are doing it because they just don't know any better. Like the information, all the information that they're getting is from Fox News and from Donald Trump, and then everything else they're being told is lies. And so we can't really be upset at certain people because you're just like,
Well, you can because just because you're told something's a lie doesn't mean
true.
like
True.
whenever okay that's like the equivalent of saying like the first time that you heard the Earth was flat you ran with it.
Yeah. Well,
The
but
YouTube
think-
said
but
the YouTube said
how
like
many people have done that?
But yeah, but they question it for a while first at least, and then they get brainwashed. But you never just dive the fuck in.
Yeah. Well, and also like think about like certain people that like they're like, okay, well, I've admitted that I think the Earth is flat. So rather than possibly being ridiculed for being wishy-washy or stupid, I'm going to double down and ultimately just reverse everything to where everybody else is stupid. You're just like doubling down.
I just
on
don't
your-
understand people, man. Like, cause like you said, like there's a lot of dumb people, and unfortunately, and I mean that. I really mean that. I see people every fucking day that I'm like, first off, I see at least one person a day that I'm like, I'm so fucking happy I'm not them. I'm so happy I'm not in that realm of thought.
Yeah.
Like so pumped.
Man,
And it's not
'cause,
their
like,
living situation or how they look. It's the things they decide to say.
thing. I mean, because there are like dumb people aren't inherently poor. I've seen some of the wealthiest people say over the Trump administration say some of the dumbest stuff I've ever seen, and defend some of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. And these are millionaires, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And they're defending an ideal.
I
rather
think anytime
than,
there's this much controversy in an election, we should do it like a redo.
But there should be something, man.
There
'cause,
needs to be a reset.
There's like all
There's-
kinds of shit, and people are talking about, oh well, nothing was found in this and that. But, like, no, things have been found. They don't have investigations like this. The FBI is a nonpartisan. They're not looking. They don't hate Trump. The FBI is doing their job to find wrongdoing,
Yeah.
and they have found wrongdoing because they've indicted 13 people or something like that. And so they have found wrongdoing connected to Donald Trump. The fact that he's the president is the only thing that's keeping him out of jail and being ultimately seriously investigated, which is jacked up.
And he's like, I can just pardon myself.
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing that I see today, which is weird, because you usually see something that says Donald Trump's dangerous allegation of illegal and unprecedented spying. So apparently,
Is there a guy like that's just sitting in my front yard with like a fucking one of those kid dirt bikes or
just
something?
right here by the
Just-
he's right here by the window, just with a weed eater, just like. Meh.
Is this how you paint?
Is this how you paint? He's like not chipping paint off the wall with the weed eater. Just doing donuts.
He has a motor. He just has like a little kid dirt bike upside down,
do-
and he's just fucking red.
He's like, look how fast this thing can go.
It's a 50cc. And we're like, oh, it's crazy. We were just talking about dumb people. That's nuts.
He's doing a donut on one of those little things with his foot on the ground. He's like, look at me, Ma. Anyways, he says, there was absolutely spying into my campaign. I'll go a step further. In my opinion, it was illegal spying, which I think all spying is illegal. I don't know. I mean, anyways, unprecedented spying, and something that should never be allowed to happen in our country again. I think his answer was actually a very accurate one, and a lot of people saw that, and a lot of people understand, many people understand the situation and want to be open to that situation.
Dude, anytime you quote Donald Trump, he sounds dumb.
Hard to believe.
Everybody, many people.
Hard to believe it could have happened, but it did.
Many of the human beings.
There was spying in my campaign.
I hate
End
that
quote.
guy. I don't even hate him politically. That's
Well, he's still like. Have you ever seen any of his old interviews? Like, he talks like that. They call him. They say he talks in hyperboles. Like, just great this, great that. Well, I think that he's gotten so old now that he can't make a point out of it, like he used to. When he was a young businessman.
well, yeah, dude. Like, have you ever talked to someone's grandpa, and you're like, you're crazy. This is fun. Like, your grandpa's cool. It's like, I grew up with him, so.
Yeah,
Not as
he's
cool
not-
as you think.
No, he's not.
That's Donald Trump is like. Would you ever let one of your friends' grandpas be president? Donald Trump is someone's grandpa, dude.
Yeah.
He's just a grandpa. He's just a fucking, and he's like the worst grandpa.
Dude, he has paid for sex in the last 10 years. When was that? When was
That's
that?
a bad grandpa.
Yeah.
He's a bad grandpa.
He's a bad grandpa. Speaking of that movie, go watch that movie. That grandpa is better than he's a better grandpa
than Donald Trump. Yeah.
Oh, who was that? Oh, Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Oh, De Niro.
And De Niro's like, that's why he's like, fuck Trump.
He's also better looking.
Yeah. Well, dude, Donald Trump, like, if Donald Trump would just let it go and be a normal dude, I think he'd be an okay president. If he would just fucking cut his hair and then stop being a dickhead about and stop playing the goddamn victim all the time, dude. You're the leader of our country, and you play the victim every 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's one of the
Stop
biggest
it. Be
things.
a fucking man. Stop playing the victim. Well, I'm not gonna release because Obama didn't release his birth certificate. So I'm not gonna release. Quit being petty. Stop.
Right.
Just be a fucking man.
Right.
You're gonna die within 10 years. Like, be a fucking. You have a little bit of time to be a real fucking person.
And that's the thing is they had that snowflake culture where they were calling everybody a snowflake.
He's like 80, right? 70
Yeah.
something. He's old.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like 70.
statistically speaking, he hasn't got a shitload of time left.
Statistically speaking, he's
Thi-
actually borrowing time right now.
I would hate to be that old and still be that fucking fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, dude, you held a gun to my head. Like, I'm sure there's some shit about me that I don't know. But you tell me I'm going to die in 10 minutes, I guarantee you I'm not going to fucking play. Like, I'm going to find out who I am right then. And then I'd hope that I would like the person, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you like yourself
Yeah.
right before you fucking die?
Yeah.
I would hate to be Donald Trump. I would fucking hate to be that person.
Man, it's a hard conversation because this dude is it's weird. You know what I mean?
You got to think about it. He drinks a 12-pack of Diet Coke a day.
Yeah, McDonald's.
He's got to think about
and it looks like he's gotten heavier since he became president.
fuckers gained weight since he got here.
Yeah, and so like that's not healthy. That's not healthy either.
Yeah, all this stress and you're ballooning. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's not how. I mean, man,
How do you look like a bag of cottage cheese?
you like. I know how hard it is to run for city council. You know what I mean? Which compared to what he's doing,
that's
and
a
has
hair
done,
to crime scene, dude.
yeah,
That
is nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing, and it's hard to like. I respect him in a certain way of like what he's doing, like how he's staying alive while he's doing this, because like there's so. And maybe because there's so many people that dislike him, or maybe he just doesn't see those comments or anything. You know what I mean? Like maybe those comments are just like skewed.
He watches Fox or he watches CNN.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you not feel like
I literally turned on CNN the other day. Just
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on in the news, and I always flip between every news channel I can find to see what they're talking about, because I love to switch to. It's one of my favorite things when I go from CNN and they're talking about something, and then I go to Fox News and they're talking about the same thing. It's a completely different story, 100% different story, and that makes me laugh. But CNN literally said something about Trump, and then they're like, within like a minute, they go, Trump just tweeted about what we said, yada yada, and they read it, and he's literally live tweeting the CNN anchors. So he's watching them and then tweeting about to them, and then they're acknowledging it. He watches CNN.
Well,
He doesn't watch Fox News.
You heard
He
that.
knows they're spinning pro-Trump shit. He doesn't need to see that shit. He watches CNN.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
dude. If you had like a TV station that only played things that you've watched before, or that only played movies you were in, or something, you would never watch that. You want to see what else is going on.
Right.
He doesn't watch Fox News. I don't give a fuck what you say. There's no way he watches Fox
This
News.
dude's crazy.
There's no way.
Yeah.
100%. He might flip over there maybe once a week.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever watches Fox News.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's stuck. I bet his TV never leaves CNN.
Because he wants to see what's being said about
Why
him.
not? They're giving him more airtime than Fox.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Fox News is talking about
Fox News just
Alexandria
does whatever they want because
Ocasio-Cortez.
they're pro-Trump. They don't have to spend all their time on him.
Yeah.
But CNN's anti-Trump, so they spend the majority of their time on him.
Right.
Most of his airtime comes from CNN.
Right.
Why wouldn't you watch it? I guarantee you, he probably helps raise their numbers.
Probably.
The amount of TVs on at the White House,
Yeah. Okay. Right. They're
all glued to CNN.
Right. They're like, you watch this and figure out how we can get.
There's a 15% that never drops. Like, it never. This little percentage is always there
Yeah.
from DC. I don't know what it is. It's the White House.
It's the White House in every single age.
You got 900 TVs, and they're all on CNN. Someone's watching Fox News on their phone. I don't know who. They're fired.
They're fired. You don't watch.
You don't watch pro-Trump stuff? Come on.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what they're saying about our guy.
Right.
We got to figure out how to spin it because we all know it's true.
Yeah.
So-
Because we all know it's true. Trump. Oh, old Donnie.
I don't think. I just don't. My worry is what's next. I think he's gonna win another. Something needs to happen to where he doesn't. I do believe he's gonna legalize pot and then get reelected. My joke, as much of a joke as it is, I think it's true.
Oh, we've been talking about that since the
So,
beginning.
yeah.
I think that was like on the first episode we were like.
Right.
So do you think Donald Trump's gonna get elected?
I
No.
think he will, and I'm really bummed about that.
Like I said, if they change.
But after that, what are we gonna do?
if they
Dude,
change,
we can
the
never have a
schedule-
normal president.
No.
Our president has to be active on Twitter now.
Yeah.
It's just he has to.
Mm.
Our next president, if he's not,
Has to have more followers than Trump, for sure.
no, there's no way. He was famous before being president. There's no way like fucking Beto, or whatever is gonna get. Maybe.
Well, no, that's
But
what I'm saying. Like The Rock or somebody. You know what I mean? Like somebody like that's gonna have to run. Like somebody that has more Twitter followers.
Who would be a worse president than Trump? Don't say Roseanne.
No. Worse president than Trump. Man, I can't, like, Gary Busey.
Yeah. I was thinking,
Who was that comedian you showed me last week? Not to make fun of him, I hate it, but from Mad TV. With the
Bobby Lee?
No, with the blown out nose.
Oh my God, Artie Lang.
Yeah, poor Artie. I feel bad saying that, but yeah.
I
Lang.
was gonna say like a worse president. I mean, I'm
With-
probably
with
wrong.
more followers.
No, I'm probably wrong. But I was gonna say I'm trying to think of his name. Terry Bradshaw. I think he'd be a terrible president.
Terry Bradshaw.
It's
No,
just his
old
personality.
Nugent. Old Ted Nugent.
Going crossbow hunting with the Nuge.
Old Nuge. Old the Nuge.
The Nuge would be a terrible president, but I don't think he'd be worse than Trump.
True.
My favorite, if I could just make someone president, like if it was like my choice, Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah.
Steve Buscemi would be an awesome.
He's such a likable guy. Too.
Him or Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah,
I think
Keanu.
one of
That's
those-
even better.
One of those two dudes deserve to
Keanu
be.
for president. I
Yeah.
know Keanu has more followers than Trump.
Keanu would be a great president.
Yeah.
He'd be relaxed.
Yeah.
He seems like a cool dude. I watched like a video of this person that got like they were on a plane and the plane got delayed and then they had to like take a bus and they had to do all that, and Keanu Reeves was there.
Yeah.
And he just seemed cool about it. Like
Yeah.
he's a famous person who could easily just be like, no, and upgrade a flight. I'll just go through all this shit with you guys. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like he
Yeah.
rode a bus.
Yeah.
He fucking took a van. They were all singing. He was telling stories and he was reading about the town they were in. Like he had like a pamphlet and he was like that. He's reading it out loud to the whole bus, and they're all about it. By the way, you know, 'cause
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking
Well,
Keanu
yeah,
Reeves.
Of course, yeah.
And this dude's just secretly Snapchatting him the whole time. He's like, I lost Keanu. Oh, found him again. Yeah.
I would be too. I'd be like, yeah. I wouldn't get close enough to him.
I don't think he ever took a picture with him.
Yeah. Well, that's me. I was like, I wouldn't get close enough to him to like die from his godness, but like just far enough to observe him.
Keanu Reeves is awesome.
He's
Yeah.
awesome, bro.
He's
He's got
got-
a movie named after him that's about a cat.
Have you seen
You know
that?
what I mean? Like, so.
Have you seen that thing about Steve Buscemi though? It was like during 9/11, he volunteered for the firefighter department, like or fire
Oh, wow.
and helped because he used to be a firefighter before, I guess.
Oh wow.
I believe that was Steve Buscemi. Watch this be like
Yeah.
Brad
yeah,
Pitt or
yeah.
someone that's all.
Well, there was a lot of helpers in it, like.
but
a
I
lot
think
of
Steve
celebrities
Buscemi
there.
did it without being like he didn't show up with cameras
Yeah,
and fucking.
yeah.
He just did it.
Hell yeah.
It may have been Keanu. I don't know.
It
They
may-
both seem like
it
really
may-
good
It
dudes.
might have been Keanu.
Yeah.
Keanu just swooped in
Yeah.
and was like, "I got this," and just started picking up people and taking
Yeah,
them out of
dude.
the building.
Just fucking helping him. Like he wasn't like when did he get? He doesn't live here. How did he get here so
How
fast?
did he get here so fast? But nobody knows. Like we didn't know.
He
No
just-
plane.
honestly,
there's no plane logs.
We only have one camera footage, and it was a weird light, and then he was there.
and then he was there.
He was there.
There-
Is he God?
There was a glare on the in the screen, and then
Yeah,
there's Keanu.
If you had to choose someone famous has to be Jesus. Like we know he's here. We know he's landed, right? He's here. Who do you think it is? 100% going Keanu Reeves. I think it's Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Why? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Nothing about him says Jesus to me. But if I had to, you're putting me on the spot. And
Right.
I'm gonna say.
Like nothing about him says Jesus to me, but my heart feels Jesus.
They're like, all right,
to
we'll
me.
take another guess. Justin Timberlake? I don't know.
Who? I don't know. What do you want from me?
I'm just saying dudes I want to hang out with.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Fucking Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yes.
100%.
Bruce Willis.
With the beard.
Bruce Willis.
Nah, dude, he'd be a terrible
Yeah.
Jesus and president.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be a good president.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
He's a pretty level-headed dude. Like,
I think I just think he'd be like, I'm going on the front lines. It's like, dude, you're an actor. Those are movies. All right, like
Go to the front line, Bruce Willis. He's like, all right, okay. Like nobody knows where he's at anymore. They're like, well, he got inaugurated. His inauguration.
He said he's going to the front line. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, where did he go?
He said he's going to go to makeup and then go to. We don't know what that means.
He started up.
Only thing he wanted us to stock for wardrobe were ripped up tank tops. I have no idea what's happening.
ripped up wife beaters is what he said. I don't know what that means either.
And a wig.
And a wig.
Listen.
Hey, Bruce Willis.
He can play the harmonica.
Yeah, I know. I saw him like. Wait, what video?
Steve Martin can play the banjo.
Yeah. That's where I saw it. Was it on the Steve Martin special or
I think it was on Bumpin' Mics. I think he played.
Bumpin'
He
Mics.
played
That's
the
guy.
harmonica. Yeah.
that was pretty cool. He was
But
on the band.
Steve Martin can play the fuck out of the banjo. Like, oh, hey, dude, you need to go. It's 5.
Oh yeah, I need to go here in a couple minutes.
All right, I can go ahead and play. I'll just play this Metalocalypse song.
Hell
It's like
yes.
a minute long. So
All right, let me say our ending stuff and then we'll go.
don't worry, I wasn't gonna play Mel Alexander's stand-up comedy. I promise.
All right. If you dig the Bomb City Talk or feel like you must whine about what we've said, find us on Facebook at The Bomb City Talk. Email us at thebombcitytalk@gmail.com. Or if you're feeling brave, contact us individually on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. Steven Rosas and at Funny Guy Sky. That's it.
All right, good time. Good time.
Yeah, good day.
Peace.
Peace.
Folks like coffee, real coffee from the hills of Colombia. They took a over you from 1,000 deaths. A cup of bloody blood, pretending for a cup. One of all blood, Ethiopia. Friends are lost, you're dying for a cup. Prepare for ultimate flavor. You're gonna get some now.